Hey there, guys. We are back with some more Fate Stay Night. In the last one, Castor invaded us. We got a weird sense that we shouldn't attack Castor, but Saber did anyways. Got trapped in some magic, and then completely just resisted all of her magic. We still have that bad feeling, so I don't know what to do. But honestly, that timing, she got it. I believe in Saber. Don't be timid. We're cornering Castor. If we pull back, we might give Castor a chance to turn things around. Oh, wait. Never mind. Saber's sword moves quickly. She is already right in front of Castor, and Castor will be slashed in an instant. But Saber suddenly stops. Not because of Castor's counterattack, but by her own choice. You. Saber instantly tries to dodge. But she's too late. Saber totters as if grabbed by something, and in that instant... What?! A warped dagger stabs Saber in the chest. Castor. That is... Yes, this is my noble phantasm, Saber. It's the weakest weapon that cannot kill even one human, nor create anything, but is an indulgence from the age of gods that has forgiven anything for one purpose. Shiro. Run. Oh, so that was a bad choice. Saber falls to her knees, even though she has taken no wounds. Saber! Before I can ponder this mystery, the last command spell disappears from my left hand. All is according to plan, boy. Now, if I collect the Magus and the vessel inside, my victory will be assured. Castor's arm rises. A wave of air performed with no action hits me. I can't stand up. My legs are twisted like a jellyfish from the blow and won't move. I think it's about time. Stand up, Saber. Even if the gods punish you, I will forgive you. A snicker. Saber stands up and slowly walks to me with steps like those bone creatures and swings her sword down, with eyes like she's having a nightmare. Beautiful, Saber. Now you're the same as me. You bear the crime of killing your master. Yes, the same criminals. Let us condemn this world to its death. Castor's laughter tears my ears apart. My brain dies with questions still unanswered. Oh, that was a fast, bad end. A night like red jelly. Only the figure of Saber looking down at me with tears in her eyes. Dead end. Tiger Dojo is a strange hint corner. Yes! Just because we haven't done one of these in a while. Alright, it seems the enemy is gone now. I have a bite mark on my head now. Well, let's pull ourselves together. Let's start with the rescue corner. That saves Shiro, who has fallen into a pit just by getting sidetracked. The Tiger Dojo. Alright, but Taiga, this dead end isn't too much different from the last one. Saber goes berserk and kills Shiro in this end too, right? Yeah, but this one is a bit different, as you could have prevented this with a little more work on Shiro's side. I don't think it's all Saber's fault. I mean, to be fair, she's like a master swordsman who got stabbed by a caster. I mean, Saber probably could have just like not let herself get hit. I don't know. Oh, Saber isn't here. Nope. Seems she doesn't get depressed if the fault isn't all hers. So, we're able to hold the Tiger Dojo with no worries this time. Yeah, but there's nothing much to say this time. There won't be any more tricky choices like this. The story is nearing its climax. You have to get it together or you won't be able to get to the real ending. There will only be one more enemy after defeating Castor. Wait, what? Get your act together and win. There will be a chance after a crisis. You should fight without letting your guard down. Well done. We'll be waiting in the next time. In the next Tiger Dojo. Whatever, who cares. Alright, see you, Shiro. Neat, so it's literally just pick the other choice. Wait, did I not oh, here it is. It's hard to see it, like, on the white. Don't do it, Saber! Saber raises her sword. She's already within striking distance. No, don't do it, Saber! But I run to Saber as if driven by the pulse of my heart. What? Saber suddenly stops. It's not that Castor did something. Saber's felt something from Castor and stopped herself. You. Saber instantly tries to dodge it, but Castor must have hidden something in the ground, as hands of bone burst out from the ground and grasp Saber's feet. I was not expecting you to have instinctive foresight, but this is it, Saber. Hang on. A blade emerges from Castor's... Wait. I was not expecting you to have instinctive foresight, but this is it, Saber. A blade emerges from Castor's black robe. That really wasn't Castor's voice, but whatever. It's a weirdly shaped dagger. It's thin and brittle, a blade not suitable for killing. But Saber detests this blade, and Castor swings it as if that's her chance for victory. Saber must be surprised, getting her feet grabbed from the ground. She does not even repel the dagger, and takes it in astonishment. Wait, do we lose either? Oh. What? I can hear Castor's voice behind me. I can't see what the robe's expression is like. All I could do was stand in front of Saber and take the blade in her place. But it wasn't a good job. I didn't have enough confidence to block Castor's dagger straight on, so I figured I would be more certain if I covered Saber, and I held her in my arms as if to hide her. As a result, Castor's dagger wrenched open my back. I didn't mean to. I stopped myself from crying because of the pain and strengthened my grip on Saber. Shiro? I can't tell what words are being said beside my ear. Get away, Saber. Go back. Before I can tell her to jump away, Saber must have understood. My body moves. Saber jumps back as if to shake off the hands coming from the ground, and I'm carried with her. Shiro, your wound! Saber's voice is urgent. Even though she laid me on the ground softly, the pain in my back just increases. It's like having my back cut with scissors, then having lead driven into it. From this pain, it feels like a cell phone is being pushed into the wound. That's oddly specific. Shiro, please hold on. Shiro! I guess she's not panicking, but the loud voice, rare for Saber, makes me rather calm. Hey, I can hear you, even if you don't shout. This just hurts, so it's nothing. Take care of Castor instead. Nodding my head, I point out where Castor should be. Yes, I will finish things right away. Please hold on for a little while. Saber faces Castor once again. So, that is your noble phantasm, Castor. Saber's voice sounds threatening. The dark shadow clutches her tongue in irritation, and raises the warped dagger in her hand. Yes, it is blunt as you can see, and it cannot even kill one person. But as you have sensed, it is a magical mark said to be almighty in one aspect. If you do not wish to touch it, I suggest that you do not come near me, Saber. Even though she says so, I can sense less composure in Castor than before. Even as powerful as Castor is, as long as she uses magic, she won't be able to hurt Saber. No matter what kind of noble phantasm that dagger is, it won't do any good against Saber now. Don't mind it, Saber. Her secret is revealed. You should be able to beat her without a problem now. I order her, gritting my teeth. Oh, is that fine, Saber? You can certainly corner me, Saber. But who will protect that man while you do so? I do not think I need to say this, or you are the only one that is immune to my magic. Can you not guess what I will do to that boy if I'm cornered? You, Saber says from the bottom of her lungs. The sound of the bones increases. They surround us. Damn. I made a mistake. Even if I could save Saber, it's pointless if I'm hurt like this. I'll only be a burden like this. If it was just Saber, Castor wouldn't even be a match for her. So, you said you came here to talk, Castor. Saber. Please, Do not say anything, Master. This is the right choice for now. I mean, hey, if we can, like, stall and just let Shiro get healed back up, I mean, this would be so much easier. Saber lowers her sword. I think I hear Castor laugh amidst the surrounding sounds of bones. I shall listen to you, Castor. I may let you go depending on your conditions. Are you sane? I hold your lives in my hands. If you act so boldly, I might just crush you. Do not get me wrong. All you have is my master's life, not mine. But if you assault that, I will not hold back. If you are to kill my master, I'll be sure to defeat you with everything I have before I disappear. The air freezes. Even the bones around Castor's are cowed by Saber's words. Fine, I will not do anything to that boy. My target was you to begin with. There's nothing wrong with releasing a master or two. I was your target to begin with? Right. There's no reason to ignore a hero that can even defeat Berserker. The only remaining servants are me, you, and Lancer. If you become— wait, what happened to Assassin? If you become my ally, Lancer is nothing. 3 are left? Then Assassin is already defeated? Who knows? He's not here anymore, so I assume he was defeated. It is only natural for a servant who cannot protect their master to disappear. Assassin was beaten? The master at Ryoto Temple is no more. I didn't even know his identity. That means another master has disappeared. The only remaining servants are Saber, Castor, and Lancer, who has not shown himself since that first night. This is only useless talk I will engage in. All I want is your noble phantasm. Give me your sword if you do not want your master killed. That is useless. I am the only one able to use this sword. A heroic spirit must surely know that only the possessor of a noble phantasm may use it. And I feel like especially in Saber's case, very specifically, like it can quite literally only be used by the person who pulled it, right? Oh, you are right. Then in that case, I will just have to obtain you as well. However superior the knight, I can persuade it to be on my side. And more than anything, I like you. It would be fun to control you. Castor sounds really delighted. My lacerated consciousness boils up. I kick the pain on my back aside and get up. Don't be ridiculous! I can't let Saber fall under Castor's control. Just because of me. I decided to protect Saber, so I can't stay down with this kind of wound. I take the wooden sword in my hand and swing at the bone creature surrounding me. No, Shiro! Saber's voice sounds urgent. Oh, if you want to commit suicide, I won't stop you. Castor sounds delighted. The sound of many bones hitting against each other, as if to nullify all of those sounds. Oh? All the bone creatures are swept away instantly by a heavy rain of arrows? What? I stand there dumbfounded. The arrows that showered down like heavy rain disappeared as if they were an illusion. But it cannot be an illusion. The swarming bone creatures do not exist anymore. Who is it? Castor looks up. Saber must have already noticed this guy. Saber is looking at the thing on top of the wall with surprise. Yo, it's my boy! What the what? What? Hang on. What is happening? Hang on. Hang on. Hang. What? Dude. He's just... What is he doing here? Why is he here? Oh, gosh. Never mind. I'll talk... Again, I don't want to spoil this for anybody who potentially hasn't done any Fate stuff at all. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. There's something unexpected there. The man with his back to the moon is golden. The man clad in gold is looking down at the yard with a cruel smile. Who? She must have instinctively realized that he has destroyed her troops as Castor raises her voice. The man doesn't answer. No, he hasn't even taken notice of Castor. He is only looking at one person, the silver knight beside me. Answer! I am asking who you are! Castor's voice sounds emotional. And with that, the man finally looks at Castor. Castor gasps at those red eyes. The man's stare is so cold. That thing isn't treating Castor as a human. Even I can tell from here. It's only natural for Castor, the target of that stare, to be terrified by that pressure. Why are you getting in my way? She asks in a trembling voice. She must know she'll be swallowed if she doesn't do so. But I have no reason to name myself to a lowlife. Get out of my sight, you fool. The man answers with a verdict of death. A snap. When I realize the sound of his finger snapping, the tragedy has already begun. Many weapons suddenly appear in space and shoot at Castor like a machine gun. Castor raises her arm. Concept of a shield. A film like glass is created right above Castor. It probably has strength equaling Berserker's body. But was it useless because it was made of glass? My entire house is rumbling because I live right next to a construction that's been going on for over a month. Very fun. But was it useless just because it's made of glass? Built like a crystal, it cannot even block one of the showering weapons and shatters into pieces. A dumbfounded voice. Without showing any concern for Castor's question, they pierce the black robe. There's no mercy at all. The robe is pierced by lances. As the robe is blown away, mere lance pierce it. What? A sword into her falling body, an arrow into the arm falling to the ground, and an axe into the pained head. Each becomes a deadly guillotine. Survival is impossible. Castor is completely cut apart and dismantled, and she now looks like a mountain of red meat. Wind blows. The black robe who lost his master floats away. Floating away. The shredded robe still barely keeps its form. Now, it is all that remains of what used to be Castor. I can't say anything. My strained mind just watches the black robe floating miserably in the wind. In that instant... Oh, I thought that was going to be Shiro. How insolent! I told you to get out of my sight. You should only be polite to kill yourself quickly. The Golden Man roars in a voice full of contempt. I love it when I read a line, and then it immediately tells me how that line should have been read, and I'm like, I didn't do that at all. Whoa. It's not an illusion. The black robe twists like a wave, grows black wings, and tries to fly away. But it's too late. I don't know what the man did. It's just that a crack ran through the night sky. The dislocation in the sky swallows the black robe. It reminds me of someone getting run over by a steamroller. The black robe falls. Underneath it is Castor, unscathed. There. Shiz! Okay. I'm just saying here, what should I do as a thumbnail? Because either of them are huge spoilers. Like, I know, like, technically they're all kind of spoilers. Like, oh, here's Berserker versus, like, Saber, or something like that. At the same time, that's something that we knew was going to happen in the previous episode, so it's technically not that much of a spoiler. But if I just show, like, either, you know, this guy being here, that's a huge spoiler. Like, you were just fighting Castor in the last episode, and now he's here? I didn't know that was going to happen. Or just showing Castor dying, it's like, oh, so Castor dies in this episode. Neat. Whereas I don't feel like I've ever spoiled anything like that. Like, I think the closest is when, like, Shiro projected the sword and he and Saber used it together, but even then I feel like that's vague. But like this, you look at this and you're like, that's not something Shiro or Saber could do, so someone else must appear and kill her. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to use one of them because they're both pretty cool images. The black robe falls underneath the Castor unscathed. A storm of swords shower onto her. The screams echoes through the night. The swords multiply in response to the scream, and the scream gets louder in turn. It hurts. Take it out. It hurts. Take it out, please. Castor must have regenerative powers like Saber. She cannot die even when swords are stabbed into her, so her figure is just too miserable. The rain doesn't stop. The weapons each differ in shape, and none of them are the same. I don't want to admit it, but each one of those weapons is equal to the noble phantasms of the servants. No, this cannot be such a ridiculous number. The merciless rain of noble phantasms. Castor struggling under it just... Dying. I'm going to die. Die in such a ridiculous fashion. No, this is too funny. No, this is not true. And that ends it. With the black mist hiding Castor, the servant disappears. The infinite cycle of torture that I thought would last forever lasted only about 10 seconds in reality. Through it all, Saber stares at the Golden Knight standing on top of the wall. It is a great... It is a great sin for a mere Magus to even speak of capturing the King of Knights. It is rightly mine as I am the king. Such a skewering befits a fool pursuing the king's treasure. And I think I'm going to end the episode there. Bye-bye.